Imagine a band that starts as 3 people and ends as 3,000 people. And that amount of pressure, the amount of spotlight, the money, the changes in like people's status and positioning, it can do a lot to break people up. But also, unlike a band where maybe, not to say you just have to agree on like where you perform and what you sing, with a company, you have to agree on like who we're going to hire, what we're going to call, what markets we're going to go into, what's the prioritization, like who we're going to raise money for. I can go down the list of like the thousands of things you have to agree to. And with Joe, Nate, and I often say it's really good to start a company with friends. Not everyone has friends to start a company with, but you want that reservoir of goodwill. And we made a decision. The decision was that no one decision is going to supersede our friendship and our relationship. That we're never going to have, we'll debate, we'll argue, but we'll never allow a situation where winning an argument is the most important thing. Because if you think about a company as 100,000 decisions, it could also be 100,000 arguments. And if you get stuck on the first debate, or you like somebody won a debate, okay, great. You have 99,999 more things to discuss. And so the lesson I learned is, first of all, Jay, I was lucky. And a lot of people, when I say I was lucky, they think, oh, you were at the right place, at the right time, with the right idea. And I said, well, maybe. But there's something I was much luckier about. And what I was most lucky about, what made me most fortunate was I met Joe and Nate. That we have this unbelievable chemistry. One time we had to do like some personality test. It was like one of those core wheels. And we took this like personality test to see about our chemistry. And they plotted our like personalities and they formed a perfect equilateral triangle. Not always you're gonna find people that are perfect complements to you. I'd say a couple things. Number one, you wanna have a team with people that you are friends with or could see yourself becoming friends with, that you have a deep love and respect for, that you're gonna probably spend more time with your co-founders than your spouse or your family if it goes well. If it doesn't go well, then maybe not, but that's the best case scenario. That people that have shared values, because you can debate anything so long as you're trying to climb the same mountain and the same belief system. If you have different values, eventually those are gonna become irreconcilable conflicts. But you probably also want complementary skills. The worst case is people with different values and same skills, right? We do the same job, we step in each other's toes, and we're trying to go in a different direction. And so I think the final thing is just this mutual love and respect and never losing sight. You know, one of the things I tried to make sure of is like, even as CEO, I wanted to try to make sure that like Joe and Nate, you know, were included in things, and I wanted to always make sure that people referred to us together. We thought of us as a unit. When I went public, you write a founder's letter, and a lot of people write the letter and they just sign the name of the CEO. I made sure that it was from all of us and was representing all of us. I feel like they are the heart and the soul of the company, and it's like, you know, parents, like, you know, not every child has the fortune to have multiple parents. Not every company has the fortune to have multiple founders. But if they're together, they're not fighting, they have a mutual love and respect for one another, that's going to permeate the company just like it permeates the health of a child. And Joe and I kind of thought ourselves as parents in the company as a child. I'd never have had kids, but, you know, there's something about that. And I think who you are in that relationship permeates every single thing. If the founders fight, the employees fight. If they have respect for one another, that is going to be a model that other people throughout the organization are going to copy.